Hi guys, I have big news. I am moving from Montana to Iowa. Um, so this will be kind of a placeholder as I transition homes, and I'll hopefully get back to my regular content just as soon as I get settled and find a new job in my new place. So I'm trying to make this move as frugal as possible. So the biggest step is what is essential. What can I fit into my Toyota RAV4, and what do I leave behind? So what I leave behind is a lot of my furniture. Anything that isn't essential that I can easily purchase once I get to where I'm going, those things are going to be either um, sold or just given away. So this is a video on my moving process and how I'm doing it. And I would love it if you guys would tell me how you do a frugal move in the comments below. My guess is this will not be my only move, so I would love to hear your comments and how you move as cheaply as possible. And with that said, let's get into downsizing my possessions. So, my first question when I started to look at my possessions was, what do I have that has the most value? And I settled on three items that I really wanted to start with. One was a Lord of the Rings book set, and that was a special Millennium edition that was published in 1999, and it's really popular with Lord of the Rings fans. So that's what I sold first, and then I identified a fashion book. This fashion book ended up selling for about $91, and it's currently out of print. So I knew that one was going to be a really successful sell. And also a pair of shoes. These were manufactured by American Duchess, which does a lot of recreations of shoes throughout history, and they've got a really dedicated following of fans. So I knew that was going to be a really good sell as well. So if I know something has a lot of value, and I can probably get the most value on a national audience, then I'll go straight to eBay. I've used eBay so many times, as best as a buyer and also a seller. I've had some mostly good experiences. So if you've got something that you know is of value and you can wait, you don't need to sell it immediately. eBay is a really good option, and you can sell it for a variety of different time spans. Like, I think you can go as low as 3 days or 5 days or 7 days, and just kind of look for the best buyer at the best price. If you set your price too high, maybe you won't sell it, and then you can just set it a little bit lower. So you can kind of be flexible, kind of weighing the cost versus how quickly you want to sell it. Next is the Facebook Marketplace. One of the things that I liked about the Marketplace versus eBay is you can opt just to have people pick up some stuff. So you don't have to do shipping. There is a shipping option, but I've never used that. And the Facebook Marketplace does allow for you to either set a price or to just give it away for free. So both of those options are available there. For the items that I sold, I think I made maybe, oh goodness sakes, how much did I make? Maybe $200 or $300, selling things like desks and a chair and bookcases, lots of different stuff. I even sold a printer, so technology you can totally sell there. I'm a little more leery about selling technology, just because people might get it home and maybe they don't work because they don't know how to use it. So there is that possibility that you might have a dissatisfied customer just because they need some technology assistance that maybe you're willing to provide and maybe not. I guess I would caution everybody about selling technology on the marketplace. But I figure, just give it a shot and sell it for a reasonable price. And, if they come back, if they need help or if they want to return it, I figure I'm going to be flexible when it comes to that. But I haven't had any bad experiences selling on the marketplace. So that is a really good option, I think, especially because you don't have to do the shipping. You can have, you can meet somebody in a parking lot if you're not comfortable with people stopping by your house. So there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to the marketplace. Facebook Marketplace isn't quite as straightforward as, say, eBay. So I ran into a few different situations. One situation was I was selling a blender for $5, and I got a response that said, "I'm a new student here at MSU. Can you reduce the price for me?" Which kind of threw me back. I thought, well, it's already $5. That's pretty cheap. But then I thought maybe he can't even afford $5. So I reduced the price down to 0. I said he could have it for free. And then I also thought, what else could a student use? Maybe he doesn't live here in the city. Maybe he's moving from out of state. And so I asked, do you also need a toaster? And I said I was selling a toaster for $10, but you could have both of them for free. And he said, yes, he could use them both. And after he picked them up and got them home, he actually sent me a picture of the blender and toaster on his countertop. So I thought that was kind of a fun experience. Another experience I had was somebody asked whatever I was selling. I can't remember what it was, but could I pick them up today and would you take $30? So there's some negotiation that can happen. And my main goal in selling items during this move isn't to make money, isn't to make back, what I purchased them for or what their true value is. It's kind of garage sale kind of prices. So if somebody says, you're offering 50, but I really want to pay 30, I really don't like negotiate, so I'm like, yeah, I will take 30, just to get it out the door. So being willing to negotiate, being flexible, I think that's all part of the marketplace. And then I've had a few people ask if I would take Venmo. So a lot of people are into different ways of paying. On eBay, that seems like most people will take PayPal. That's usually how payment is processed on eBay. There are other ways, but it seems like PayPal is really popular. People would ask for your email so they can send you on PayPal, but I think Venmo is becoming popular. But for me personally, on Facebook Marketplace, I'm just not quite comfortable with that. So I always tell people, no, I don't have an account with that company. I will take cash. So I'm kind of in that garage sale kind of mind frame. Like, somebody is coming to your door, they want to grab something. Okay, that was really funny. I mentioned a knock on the door, and then somebody knocked on my door, and it was somebody that I had just sold a $20 printer to, and they contacted me through the marketplace. So I thought that was really funny that I was talking about the marketplace, and I just made another sale through the marketplace. So I'm editing this video while I'm still selling some items. So that was very funny. So flexibility is kind of the thing when I'm working in the marketplace and just being willing to sell and negotiate. Facebook also has buy nothing groups, and these are local groups, and it's a little bit different mentality than eBay or even the Facebook marketplace. It's mostly about being a community, giving away items that you don't need. Other people are willing to pick them up. Maybe something has some value, but you're just feeling, like you would rather just give it away to somebody who would really appreciate it. So it's a very different kind of, I think, atmosphere is the word versus the marketplace. And you end up having a little bit of a conversation with people, and people are supportive and give you support and kind of talk with you about what's going on in your life. So that's kind of an interesting way to give stuff away or to pick stuff up. And I've had a really good experience. Sometimes I'll give something away for the Buy Nothing group, just because I think maybe that group would appreciate it just a little bit more. And oftentimes, they'll message you back after they've got it home, and maybe they'll send you a picture of the new item in their home, or just say thank you. You get a lot more thank yous with the Buy Nothing group. So when you're moving and downsizing, if you have the ability just to give stuff away to your Buy Nothing community, I think it will be appreciated, and you'll also get a lot more positive feedback in return. So definitely look into that option when you're downsizing. This is my packing that's currently in progress. Just to give you guys an idea about what my process is like. What I do is I kind of section off a part of my apartment for kind of a packing staging area, just because packing can be really chaotic, and I don't want my apartment to be chaotic all over, so I kind of just section off a portion of my area that's just going to be packing chaos. So what I have is the boxes are open for things that I'm still organizing. Like this one is all about kitchen pans, and I've also got a mixing bowl in there. So I have to decide whether to put the mixing bowl in that one or move it into a different kitchen box. So that's kind of my work in progress. Everything doesn't have to be finalized when they're in this particular area. So what I do is I'll write kind of what I'm thinking will go in there. This one is for kitchen pans, and then I also write the same thing on the outside of the box. So when it's done, I can easily just close it up and seal it up with some tape, and it's ready to go. And it's just really well labeled, so I can see in a glance exactly what should be going in that box. And once I get everything closed up and taped up, then I move it into a different area, just so I know it's all ready to go and already boxed and it's all labeled. So that's kind of how I stay organized while I'm packing things up. And it's always a process, and my process takes a few weeks, so I want to just make sure everything is really well organized, and I can be in other areas of my apartment and not have to look at the boxes while they're in this state. So that is kind of my method and my process while I'm packing stuff up.